Alright, you guys. I wrote this today, and I still don't have it memorized, but I just want to give you a little clip of it because it's something that really made me mad, so I figured that I should write about it. Okay, it's called culture. Culture. Definition: the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. Manifestation: an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea. But what about language? You say neither your father or your mother taught you. You say your teacher told you that it was wrong to. You say that you still don't know, even at 22. Failing to recognize the art manifestation, intellect, and regard for the definition. Listen. Take the time to picture your future son or daughter, looking at the color of their skin, the shape of their eyes, and looking at the color of the eyes and the father and observing him, knowing what they are, but not really. They say I'm part of this culture, but is that the race or the heritage? Race. Each of the major divisions of humankind having physical, distinct characteristics. Listen. I know you know that heritage is passed down, valued, looked at, analyzed, criticized, and even mocked. But what you don't know that the reason why you're saying that you don't know now what you didn't know then isn't because you're still that little kid who was picked on and told that he couldn't speak language in the classroom. You're saying that the reason why you don't know the language now is because if it was important to you, you'd be spending less time blaming your parents, more time learning the words, and stop saying that what you didn't know then is what you don't know now is a legitimate excuse for the lack of intellect towards the language of your culture. You sit there and say that you understand it, but you can't speak it. Well, you see, that's kind of funny. So you're saying that you are and were exposed to it, but what you don't know now is what you didn't know then is because your parents never taught you. And yet, you're old enough to learn. If it was that important to you, you spend less time saying the past is still hindering you. It is important. Language is a method of human communication, either spoken or written, consisting of the use of words in a structured and conventional way. In order for our cultures not to get lost, we must learn even the basics of our basics. Language, the basic component of culture. Now, I'm not saying that I am the best at any language or that I'm putting the most effort that I can in learning my language, but I think it's important. And I don't think people should say, oh, well, it's my parents' fault, because then the next generation is going to be like, well, my parents didn't teach me. So it's going to be this ongoing cycle of people who don't know language and are blaming others. Why don't you take initiative instead of saying that I don't know it now because of my parents and I'm not trying to learn? If you're trying to learn, well, hey, good. But if you're saying it's my parents' fault and I still don't know it because I'm not trying to learn, well, that's just an excuse. That's all I'm saying.